Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's third and final video. We're going to have a look at the weather for this 10-14 days for today's final video. Day 10 will take us to the 23rd of September, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the extended GFS and ECM ensembles. Maybe we'll try a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFSB2 for October at the end of the video, and I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just to say that first video was our 6 AM UK weather forecast, and we've also released January Friday 2. Check out those two feeds, like, share and subscribe on all of today's videos and content. Thank you so much everyone for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much everyone. Excuse me, we need to put around 60 subscribers. 60 to get ourselves to 18.8k. So if you could give us a sub and tell your friends and family to subscribe, that would be incredible. Thank you so much everyone. Right, let's start off central temperature. We brought CT down even more yesterday, took off another half a degree, actually slightly over half a degree I think. We're now sitting at 15.3. That is 1.8 degree above the 61 to 1990 average still though. And that is provisional to yesterday, to the 12th of September. So I recommend when that updates tomorrow, taking into account the very cold night that we had in the CT region last night, that could well be into the 14s. We might see that sitting at about 14.9 maybe when that updates tomorrow. Will be interesting to see. These were GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. We're going to Nottingham today. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Nottingham. So we're starting off below average with the upper air temperatures at the moment, quite significantly so. They're going to lift up though over the next week. So through the third week but September, going warmer than average again. The final week of September sees the upper air temperatures returning back closer to normal. Precipitation-wise, going to be lots of dry weather for the next week to 10 days or so. But into the last week of September, also looking more unsettled. So basically warm and dry next week. Third week of September, but then week 2, the second week and the final week of September looking cooler and more unsettled. Temperature anomalies from the 13th, 21st of September, a little bit above average. Precipitation anomalies 13th to the 21st September, drier than normal. Latest wind from that from earthnoschool.net shows that we've got high pressure reaching up from the southwest today. We're cutting off that northerly, that's being shoved off into the continent. And we're going to be drawing in a milder or even a warmer west or southwesterly wind through the weekend. That takes us nicely through to the chart data. This is how the latest UK Met Euro is looking for midnight on Monday. High pressure reaching up from the southwest, turning things drier and also milder into next week. The high pressure strengthens over to the east of the country, mostly dry, fine, sunny and warm, even very warm potentially. And that takes us through to the second half of next week as well. High and dry, although maybe a few showers with a slight weakening of pressure coming into the south. Icon, again, building up high pressure from the southwest for the early part of next week. Lots of dry, fine, warm and sunny weather into the middle of next week. Again, mainly dry. High pressure dominates over Scandinavia. Winds are coming in from the east, so mostly dry, warm or very warm. Possibly some sort of weakening of pressure in the south by the end of next week could start to generate a few heavy showers or thundery downpours. The KMA, all much of a muchness through the early and middle part of next week. High pressure is well and truly in control, in the ascendancy, being lots of dry, fine, warm or very warm conditions. Excuse me again, everybody. Hint of retrogression of high pressure bow around day 10 and just beyond it. High pressure pulls out into the Atlantic and a bit of a northwesterly to northerly starts getting going as this deep trough sinks into Scandinavia. That could bring a spell of winter to the far north of Scandinavia there. Nordic regions by the 25th of September. Certainly more unsettled and cooler through the far north of Europe. We're on the periphery of that, but we are looking cooler there with winds in from the northwest. Right, GFS midnight run. Again, building that high pressure through the north and west of Europe for the early part of next week. Mostly dry, fine, sunny and warm. The high pressure then dominates into the second half next week as well. Big area of high from Iceland to Norway. low pressure down to south. That low pressure starts edging northwards as well around days 8, 9, 10. So we find ourselves going into like a trough type pattern, which will bring showers, probably longer spells of rain up to day 10 as well, with a blocking area of high pressure sitting over Greenland. And then beyond that, we start getting an attack from the Atlantic into very extended range. These areas of low pressure deepen from the west, turning wet and windy through the closing days of September. With GFS midnight run. GFS 6 then, in comparison, well, the high pressure in control again through most of next week, bring mainly dry, fine, sunny and warm weather. However, into the weekend of 21st, 22nd of September, low pressure then starts to take over from the south, so a trough forms. We go into a more showering and rather cooler scenario as well. Day 10 starts to bring low pressure in from the Atlantic, so looking increasingly unsettled through the final week of September, with low pressure bringing bouts of rain and cooler temperatures as well. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. Why not drop a comment? Let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids, get them to subscribe too. And we thank you so much everyone for doing that. 60 subscribers gets us to 18.8k. So we thank you so much everyone. Right, GM again builds that high pressure up from southwest on Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. High pressure is dominating, mostly dry, fine and warm, potentially very warm for the time of the year. Into the closing stages of the gem run, high pressure just starts to weaken a little bit, with lower pressure beginning to move in from the Atlantic, so by day 10 possibly turning a little bit more unsettled, but otherwise the gem is fine throughout. And then the ECM rounds it all up, building the high pressure up to the southwest, mostly dry, fine, sunny and warm through the bulk of next week. Those fine conditions take us through towards day 10. Just again, a bit of a hint of retrogression of the high pressure by day 10, 23rd of September, possibly starting to pull the highs out into the Atlantic and get some sort of trough beginning to move in from the northwest as well. So maybe turning a bit cooler, a little bit more showery there by day 10, particularly for the north. This is the precipitation forecast based on the ECM run from Meteo.com. So showering conditions in the north and west over the weekend, but mostly dry down in the south. Some showers into the south through the early part of next week. Then high pressure kills off any showers, and most of next week looking dry and fine. Just maybe hint of some shower rain to the far northwest by day 10, but of course that's a long way off. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensemble today. 4-day 10 from the Icelandic Met Office gets us to the 23rd of September. 28 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure to the north and northwest, mostly dry and fine with that. Winds coming in from the east. We've also got 14 climate control and the operational run with a mid-Atlantic ridge going up towards Greenland and some sort of trough between Iceland and Norway. So it could be a little bit cooler and a little bit more showery with that option by day 10. And then we've got 9 with high pressure out to the west and to the northwest, a trough in over Scandinavia on the periphery of any unsettled weather, but mainly dry and a little bit cool as well. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got, and it will get us to the 28th of September. 20 members of the ECM ensemble dropping a trough into the north of Europe with a ridge out in the Atlantic, so cool and showery, with a northwesterly to northerly flow with that. We've got 18 though, with high pressure dominating over to the east coast, remain dry, fine, could be a little bit chilly with wind in from the east. And then we've got 13 with low pressure in control from the Atlantic, so we're back into properly unsettled weather there by month's end with those 13. A range of options, most of them at day 10 involving high pressure, but by day 14 the options are differing there quite substantially. Right, CFSV2 for October, and then we're done. So a latest 700 millibar height anomaly idea. Remember, these charts change daily, but the latest idea is to have low pressure in control, more or less over the top of UK, Ireland, and into Northern Europe. High pressure is to the southwest of Spain, and so we're looking unsettled there. cool and unsettled. Not much else to say, really. The temperature, though, forecast to be slightly above average, and no signal for rainfall, but you would expect, like a wetter than average month, I would have thought, with low pressure more or less parked over top of the UK and Ireland there. But anyway, it's next month, so we'll worry about that when we get to it. Right, we're done. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much, everyone, for doing that. Drop a comment. As so, what you think about this and all of our videos and content. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. And so much to do about. I'll tell you what's happening on the channel tomorrow. Down 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. The ECM WF42 day for UK and Ireland. Weekend forecast and 10 to 14 day. On Sunday, again, 6 a.m. broadcast. The third epic winter update will be released at 10 a.m. on Sunday. So that's going to be a true epic video. And that'll be coming up on Sunday morning. And then we will be live at 6 p.m. This week, discussing the third winter 2024-25 update, doing 10 to 14 there, and showing you plenty of long range as well. So an epic weekend of content to enjoy. Please keep checking back for more. And by the way, if you're a channel member, we've got your September channel member live stream coming up this evening at 7 p.m. So channel members, check in. I shall see you then. But whatever you're doing this weekend, have a lovely weekend, and maybe I'll see you for one of our video uploads, or indeed for the live stream on Sunday evening. But in any case, for this video, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.